Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the Cougar Den, affectionately nicknamed that by the late great Hall of Fame coach, two-time Hall of Fame coach, John Giesler. Um, my name is Tony Worley. I'm going to call the game for you tonight. First thing we're going to do is we're going to honor Megan Hughes. We broadcast last Thursday night. Meg joined the 1,000-point club. So Meg's getting the game ball. So congratulations, Meg. Meg's a great kid. She works hard. She and I had a conversation on Saturday about, you know, people want to break records. They want to do things, but sometimes you have to understand that they don't just happen. And Meg has put in a lot of work over her career. I was fortunate enough to coach her 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, and in high school as well. So time for the national anthem. We'll get back to that in just a second. Okay, so I'm back. Got to make a little change. I forgot one major thing to get myself here ready for the broadcast as I'm sitting up here. So work on getting that done real quick. After how loud that music was during pregame, pretty quiet in here all of a sudden. Not a bad crowd for us. We generally don't have great crowds. Nice tip play off the nice play by Olivia Morrow. I don't know if Coach Bunner saw something or had an idea, but Addie Wilcoxon starts the game off with a quick 2 points. Illini Central starts in a 1-3-1. We'll set Porta's starting lineup here in a second. So like I said, Illini Central 1-3-1 with Wilcoxon on top, Elena Snyder and Macy Willis the wings, Megan Hughes is the bottom, Olivia Morrow's in the middle. Starting for the Lady Blue Jays are Allison Vogel. She's a senior. She's number 3. Aubrey Vogel is number 4. She's a senior as well. They start in what looks like a 2-3. Olivia Morrow for 3, short. Rebound down to Vogel Aubrey. She pushes it into the front court. Now Illini Central goes 2-3 this trip. Number 11 is Reagan Hubner. She is a sophomore. She swings it back to the top to Vogel. She shoots the 3 and hits it. So Illini Central comes back down on offense. Still in a 2-3 it looks like with the Lady Blue Jays. Wilcoxon swings it to Morrow. Across to Elena Snyder, drives baseline. She's stopped by one of the starters that I hadn't mentioned yet. Cut by Wilcoxon. Nice idea. She was trying to whip a pass under the basket to Macy Willis, but it doesn't get there. Mackenzie Miller's number 14. She's on the ball right now, and the 5th starter for the Lady Blue Jays is Bren Bailey. Going to the corner is Snyder. She pulls for 3. It's short. Rebound down to Vogel. Gives it off to Aubrey. Vogel to the top with Reagan Hubner. Penetration there by Vogel. Kicks it to the corner. Thought about that 3. Number 14, like I said, is Mackenzie Miller. Nice skip pass. Good job by Olivia Morrow to steal that pass. Wilcoxon will push it into the front court. She tries to penetrate, kick. She kicks it out to Morrow. That pass needs to be a chest pass, not a bounce pass, not a shootable pass. Morrow, Olivia fouls on that shot by number is it 11? Yeah, number 11. Hubner, so she's going to get an and 1 opportunity with her own button. So shoot an and 1 here with Porta taking the 5-2 lead. Free throws up and good by Hubner. And the Lady Blue Jays are on a 6-0 run. Megan Hughes with it. Dribble drive. Ooh, Coach Bunner wants to. So Wilcoxon penetrates and gets an opportunity to go to the free throw line. She's going to shoot 2. The foul was on number 4, Aubrey Vogel. Rims out. Like I said, super quiet in here. That time, Wilcoxon hits it, and Aubrey Vogel will bring it up for Lady Blue Jays. Cougars back to the 1-3-1. For 14, that is Mackenzie Miller, and she hits a 3. I like the 1-3-1. I used to use it quite often, but it does open up. Will open up for shooters. Olivia Morrow cannot be impatient. She's got to shoot it when she's got it, is what I meant, what I was trying to say. She missed her first one. That's not a reason to quit shooting. And hustle back quick enough. Got a rebound there. Good rebound by Morrow. Wilcoxon will push it ahead. Nice hit ahead to Meg. Meg drives. Almost stepped out of bounds. Meg drives, spins back to the middle, shoots it up, and she gets fouled on the shot. Megan Hughes will go to the free throw line with an opportunity to cut into this 9-3 lead that the Blue Jays currently have. So Meg will shoot 2. Misses the first. Got subs coming in. Number 30, that is Reese Cookson, and number 1, that's Avery Sargent. So a sophomore in Sargent, and Meg hits the second. And number 30, Cookson, is a senior. Can't let her dribble right through the defense like that. Rebound up and in by number 3. That is Allison Vogel. One thing about our defense being a zone is it makes it harder to rebound because you don't have anybody specific to box out. There's a good shot by Mara up Macy. Good. She gets it. Macy's got to get some activity inside too. They got a couple girls who got a little bit of height, and we need our girls, Macy with height, to be aggressive too. That one rolls in, and it's 11-5 in favor of PORTA. Willis gets the second one, and PORTA brings it into the front court. Illini Central stays 1-3-1. It's Miller to Hubner. That's a turnover. Illini Central's, like I said, I like the 1-3-1, but there are gaps in it, and there are places you've got to cover. Morrow needs to continue to shoot. She's got off to has missed her first 2. She can't. Nice drive by Wilcoxon, up and in. So Addie's 2 for 2 from the floor. Illini Central stays 1-3-1. Hands high, hands on the closeout. It's on the line, so that'll be just a 2. She stepped on the line. And it's 13-8 in favor of the PORTA Blue Jays. Addie Wilcoxon tries to penetrate, get Olivia Morrow for 3. It's long. Meg's going to track it down. Nice little runner in the lane from Meg. It's long. Meg sticks with it. She's going to get a chance to go up. And 1. Not quite sure how that wasn't a foul, but it wasn't because I'm not the official. Nice cover up by Olivia. High hands. We need better closeouts right now. Letting them play a little bit on both sides. We probably got away with 2 fouls right there on our own. Megan gets the rebound. 2:40 to go here in the first quarter. Swing it again. Liv needs to not stop shooting. Nice. Nice pass. Nice pass. Man, that was a nice pass from Wilcoxon. Just not able to finish. Better close. Like I said, we got to close out better. That looks like it's short, and it is. Wilcoxon tracks it down. Megan from way downtown. That's long. Rebound down to number 14. That's Miller. Back to a 2-3 for Illini Central. PORTA's been playing some 2-3s, so they obviously know what they want to do against it. They work against it every day in practice. Reverse the ball. Looking just nice pass inside. Liv's got to go straight up, and she doesn't. Yeah, Coach Bunner doesn't agree with it. She did reach forward. She cannot do that. That's 2 on her, I think, so that'll bring her out of the game. Yeah, the official's telling him he doesn't agree with it, but first free throw for number 30, which is Reese Cookson, is good. Like I said, Liv has 2 fouls. Cookson, the second one rolls out. They get on the floor for it. Nice pass. That's a hustle play. Those are the kind of plays that win games. That's a great hustle play by the Lady Blue Jays. Got on the floor and had the awareness to get rid of it quickly. I'm sorry I didn't get who made the basket, but that's just, I guess, excited by the really smart basketball play. That was a good play. Megan Hughes pull-up jumper in the lane. She doesn't just stand there. She follows her own shot. Kirby Jo Bacon, who's checked into the game, shoots a three, misses. Liv's got to be smart here. She cannot foul. Both players going for the ball. And he's going to quickly get Liv out. Obviously, that would have not been good if Illini Central goes 2-3 out of bounds. Number 33 checked into the game. That's Bryn Duncan. Bryn Duncan can shoot it. I coached, those of you who don't know me, know I coached junior high girls basketball here for the last 5 years. And I've seen her shoot it many, many times and make it many, many times. So we'll have to keep an eye on her in that zone. She's a freshman, if I didn't say that already. Meg drives, kicks to Addie. Addie for three. That's long. Actually more off to the left and bounces out of bounds. So with about 35.9, well, not about, 35.9 seconds left to go in the first quarter, Illini Central trails 15-10. PORTA's going to bring it up. They've definitely got to know where 33 is. And don't get me wrong, they've already had a couple other people hit threes as well. So no stat board tonight, so I won't be able to track that the same way as I usually do. PORTA's going to try to do whatever they can to get the last shot. Ooh. I think we got away. I think it looked like it was off them, but I don't know. I'm sitting up here. I'm not down there. He's standing right there. Wonder what we're going to run out of bounds here. Oh, go get it. Go score, Kirby. Hit it, Meg. So after one quarter, Illini Central trails 15-10. And I'll be back in just a minute. And I'm back. Didn't get to do a lot of pregame stuff. One thing, if you don't know much about YouTube, is when I play the pregame and they've got music playing in the background, it's almost an automatic gets YouTube's attention. Now, it usually doesn't count against us, but it does definitely play a part in sometimes depending on what the song is. So I hate that I can't, with the pep band playing, it's not necessarily the same situation. But anyway, I didn't get to preface this game. We had a game scheduled with somebody tonight. They canceled. They scheduled a game with somebody else and weren't going to show up and play us. So we reached out to a bunch of schools trying to get a game because that would have left us an open spot. PORTA comes into tonight. We're in the Sangamo Conference. We'll see each other again in a few weeks. Wouldn't be any different than like if you played them in a tournament or something. We used to play PORTA in the tournament boys-wise in Mount Pulaski. Stop reaching. There's Duncan for three. Prove me right. She can shoot it. What I was saying is PORTA was good enough to come over and play us tonight. They had an open date. We had the open date, so.
Hey, good defense. Good job. Good job. Great defense.
So anyway, that's how they ended up. Since it's not on the schedule, PORTA ends up in Mason City tonight at the Cougar Den. We're getting a chance to play. I had a really nice conversation with Coach Schnapp before the game and talked about helping us out by coming over here and playing and gets them a game too. They played. He said that they have a game tomorrow night with West Central. So instead of, they got a chance to get that maybe first game jitters out of the way before they take on a tough team tomorrow night. So a little discombobulated right now in the Illini Central end. Illini Central goes back to 1-3-1. Here's where what I was saying, really going to have to know where the shooters are in this. She's pretty high right there, so at least obviously take that shot. Illini Central basketball, a little miscommunication last time between Kirby Joe Bacon, a freshman, and Addie Wilcoxon. There's Macy Willis. In man now. Wilcoxon for three. Rolls around and bounces off. Lena Snyder does a good job of keeping it alive, but can't come up with it. Good job by Addie, not picking up a foul, but stopping the drive. Meg with a good closeout there on Duncan. Call 3 seconds, which hardly ever see them call 3 seconds. It's just funny how it randomly gets called. I know it's in our favor, but, and I know it's a rule, but you never know when it's going to get called. Lena Snyder for three. That's off. Megan Hughes tries to go and rebound. Doesn't get it. That's a rebound down was number 30, Reese Cookson. Pull-up jump shot for number 11, Reagan Hubner. That's a good shot. Pulled up on the break. She knew right away if she didn't get stopped, she was going to keep going until she got that. Kirby Joe takes it to the top, comes back this way to Addie. Kind of switching stuff is what they're doing. Come from behind there. Elena grabs the ball, but unfortunately her foot's on the line when she does so. Cookson comes out. We got both Vogels in. I'll try to reset lineups for Petersburg, Porta, Ashland, AC Central Co-op. Looks like we've still got Duncan there. Like I said, both Vogels are in. Hubner's on the far right. There's a three that falls in. Illini Central trails 23-10. I'm going to call that foul on Wilcoxon.
Way to run the floor, Blue. Good job.
And a free throw for Vogel. Rim is out. That last three-pointer they made, number 40 checks in. That's the starter, Bren Bailey. That last three-pointer, it's funny, the last game on Thursday and then tonight, seen some three-pointers really roll around and fall in. Second free throw from Vogel does the same thing. They must get the rebound. And they're going to call that out on us. We're in that situation right now where we got to get refocused. Kind of hanging heads right now. Ooh, that's a travel.
Quick, Reagan.
So Coach Bunner's going to call a full timeout, and I'll take it with him. So we'll be right back in just a minute. Yeah, if you don't know, a lot of the things that we post on or that we use here on the broadcast are done by a student class that Coach Bunner and I co-teach. A lot of the things that the promos and different things, overlays, different stuff that are involved. I mean, he and I make some things, and but the kids do a lot of it. So it's fun to have that as an opportunity for kids to be involved in the things that we're doing with this broadcast. So it's not all me doing it and not all him doing it. We have a lot of students involved with what we do here and what we're able to produce and put out and bring this to you for free and hopefully in a good way. We take it very seriously. So Illini Central with the ball again. Snyder drives baseline. They go double on the baseline. We need to swing the ball quick. Wilcoxon drives in, goes up, misses the layup. Macy Willis stays with it. She goes up, misses. Another loose ball. Nice hustle by the Lady Blue Jays. Good defense there. Need to close out. It's not closing out well enough tonight. It's not closing out well enough. That's how you get down by this many. Number 3, Vogel. That is Allison Vogel checks in for number 33, Bryn Duncan. Ooh, Macy needed to open up for that one. They're doing a good job of when we turn our back to them, reaching in and trying to get it. And what I like about it as a former coach is that's a great strategy. If you see, if you see someone's back, they don't know you're coming. You come in there and try to tip that ball away, and they've done that to us a number of times. Up strong, Elena. Good take there. Again, funny thing in a gym that has as few people as this one has in it right now, you can hear everything in here. So I'm surprised the people sitting near me probably can hear everything I'm saying too. Disappointed in the student section again tonight. Not hardly anyone here. I know the boys are on the road this evening at Mount Pulaski, so that's got to be part of it. But again, it's just disappointing that we don't have more students here. Nice job by Elena Snyder. She hits both free throws. That cuts the lead to 14 for the Lady Blue Jays. Back to the 1-3-1. Just letting them go right through us. Need a bucket here. It would be nice to get Meg a shot. I don't really know if they're doing anything special to Meg. It's just they're obviously going to keep an eye on her. So there's a 3 that cuts it to 11. Timeout for Petersburg PORTA. Coach Derek Schnapp. Not sure what, maybe he's going to set up something, want to run some set play out of this timeout. So let's see, 1-3-1. I don't know, I might have changed defenses there, thinking that they set up something for that. Got to be quicker there. Oh, there's got to anticipate those situations where got to anticipate those situations and those long loopy passes. Those are the ones that the 1-3-1 is supposed to be giving you an advantage in, but you've got to be, oh, nice play, nice read by Meg. Nice read by Megan. That's what I was talking about. You got to have some kind of anticipation on some of these to give yourself an opportunity to get a steal here. So back to 2-3.
Make him guard you, Reagan. Make him come out and guard you. Make him guard you.
I think that's the funny thing, and never mind. I was going to, just a strategy type thing. Like, it looked like they were going to try to hold it against the 2-3 zone and try to make us come and get them. Well, then you do come and get them, and then you end up, the best coach I ever was around always said, bad thing about when you hold it is they might come and get you, and then you might not like it. So. So Coach Bunner gets an official warning, so I'll be surprised if that warning doesn't turn into a T before we leave tonight. Olivia Morrow with another 3. It's long. I'm not sure. I've seen Liv shoot a lot of shots, and I'm not sure what she's doing that she shouldn't be, or what she isn't doing that she should be doing. One thing you got to do when you're not hitting them, though, is just keep shooting. There's a foul. It's 2 on Addie, so 2 on Liv, 2 on Addie. Minute 40 to go. Blue Jays leading 28-15. That's Dungeon with it up top to the corner. I got to move our feet. We're not moving our feet. So he calls out on Liv. That'll be her 3rd. She's got to come out. Good hustle by Snyder. Those long passes are the ones you have to anticipate. Don't reach. Take a better angle. That pass out of that trap like that's a hard one. There's Dungeon. It's off. Rebound down. Got to do a better job of boxing out or just going and getting it. Sometimes I think the idea that you got to box out, it's not just about, it's just go get the ball, go get the rebound. Lena Snyder for 3, it's long, and it's going to go out of bounds. Again, it is so quiet in here. You can hear everything every person says. So one ref talks to the other ref. They decide that it was out on us, which I personally think it was. I couldn't see very well from here, but it looked like it was off of us. Under a minute to go. Anticipate. Not doing a good job of getting inside position. That was a good job by number 3, I think it was. Number 10's getting ready to check in. That's Riley Bensel. I made sure to ask Coach, I'm trying to get these names pronounced right. There's nothing worse than when the person sitting up here says a bunch of names wrong. So always good to ask and make sure you try to get them right. Addie Wilcoxon for three. It rims off. Elena Snyder's able to come down with it. She gets it out to Kirby Jo Bacon, who takes a step back. She's going to shoot a three. Illini Central in the 1-3-1 still. Stop reaching so much. Kirby Jo's late there. Another weak side rebound, and that one goes in. That'll send us to the half with Illini Central down 32-15 here in the Cougar Den. There's just a few things we can clean up. We're just having trouble with, well, we're not shooting the ball well. I'd hate to see what we're shooting from the floor right now. It would not be a good number, I'm sure. And they're shooting well, and they're rebounding inside, and you're getting a lot of easy ones. And you just can't have that when you can't combine two things, poor shooting and poor rebounding, and have an opportunity to win a game like this. You're just not going to be able to do that. Again, like I said, we don't have the stats board, so I can't see how many, who has what of our 15. But, we're just getting outscored because of the two things I just said. So I'm going to step away. I'll be back before we start the second half. Glad that you're with us. Well, I'm back. We got 2 minutes to go until the start of the second half. Illini Central trails 32-15 in the second game of the season for us. And like I said earlier, if you were with me, PORTA, this is their first game of the year. They came over to help us out because we had somebody decide they didn't want to play this evening. So we've got our neighbors to the south who've come up to get their first game in. And then, like I said, they're going to play tomorrow night. I need to check and see whether that's in Petersburg or whether it's on the road. Illini Central, Illini Central Greenview, our girls, they hop a bus for Hayworth tomorrow as they play the second night of a back-to-back over in Hayworth against the Lady Hornets. Let's see what I can find about Petersburg's game tomorrow night. Good old internet. Let's see. So, to my point about PORTA, tomorrow night they will be on the road at West Central. So they play back-to-back, just like us, and that second of the back-to-back is on the road at West Central. Ours is, like I said, at Hayworth. Let's see what West Central, have they played yet? They're 2-0. Yeah, they beat Mendon Unity, and they beat Berry Western. The 17th and 19th of last week. Well, I didn't mean to close that tab. All right, so the second half getting ready to start. I'll tell you where Hayworth is record-wise coming in tomorrow night's game against Our Lady Cougars. So PORTA is going back with the same starting lineup. That is the two Vogels. That is Hubner. That is Miller and Bailey, I think. Yeah. Skip pass, better closeout. That's something else I thought we needed to do better in the second half. There's a good closeout. And that's a good screen. It's a good screen. Nice skip pass. It'll be a 2 if it goes. It does go. Step on that line. It was a good screen by, I think it was Bailey down there in the middle. One thing that's hurt us, too, is the other night, Addie Wilcoxon was able to get into the lane and create in our game against Peoria Christian. And with them playing in the zone, we're just having a hard time doing that. And when you're not hitting any threes, like we really aren't, you're going to have that situation where you're not. Get up there and play. Work on that 1-3-1. Well, we have 7 players on the team, so obviously we can't run and scramble all the time, but now's where we need to. Just don't get the rebound. Gosh, we're just getting killed on the glass. Just killed on the glass. Just got to do a better job on the glass. We're not tall, so we really need all 5 people on the court to go rebound. That's a nice relocation by Meg. Again, it's so funny that, like, Coach Schnapp and Coach Bunn are coaching their kids hard, and it seems like they're just screaming because of how quiet it is in here when they're really just coaching. So Megan gets the first one. It's the second. I think he's got to stay 1-3-1. It's not going to wear you out any more than the 2-3 is. Plus, I think he's what he's going to have to do. Got to cut that right there. Is a good trap. Keep it right there. Keep it right there. Everybody else anticipate. Stepped out of bounds. So now, I guess, now they're going to go 1-3-1. So this is going to open up some wide open shots. Meg steps out of bounds on that one. Darn it. Pass took her out of bounds. Yeah, no, we got to stay 13, or he calls it 13. Got to stay 1-3-1. Get that skip. Try to be right. Good hands by Liv. Let's go. Get your feet set, Meg. Elena for three. That gets blocked. And it's our ball out of bounds. No big deal. Just take it out. Addie gets in the lane, loses it. Megan does a good job of cutting him off, stopping that break. Good hands there by Addie. Got to try to be ready to get the skip pass. Good, long. Addie with it up top. Nobody stops the ball. Nice pass. Nice pass there from Megan Hughes. Central stays 1-3-1. It's 36-19 in favor of PORTA. .335 to go in the third quarter. Illini Central trails 38-19 to the Lady Blue Jays from PORTA. They've got to look to shoot. Oh, I don't know what I have no idea what he just called. I have no idea what he just called. Like, legitimately don't know. I looked away because I thought it was going to be, there's a foul on them. I don't know. High hands there. That's just not good enough. It's just not good enough defense. Moving your feet. You got to move your feet. You can't let them dribble right through that zone. Ready to shoot, Kirby. Good, but you got to throw a shootable pass. .210 to go here in the third quarter. Megan Hughes draws the foul there.
All right, good job, Fran.
Foul is on number 40. That's Bryn Bailey. It's her first. Megan Hughes hits the first, number 1. That's Avery Sargent. She comes back in. She gets Allison Vogel. Meg for the second one. Meg's a good free throw shooter. Hits that one. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Travel. I don't. Yeah, that's a bad call. Not the foul. The Coach Bunner wanted a double dribble, and it clearly was a double dribble. He said it like she didn't have control of it. Well, she was the one dribbling it. But doesn't matter. Call the travel there. I thought he was going to call a foul, to be honest. I thought maybe we had forced her into the travel, physically forced her into the travel. Stay manned, does Porta. Meg gets into the lane, little runner, rims out, rebound. Good hustle for it. Good hustle for it by both teams there. 1:14 to go in the third quarter. Meg goes to the corner. Back up to Addie on top. Addie tries to spin dribble in the lane. Those bounce passes are just so, you're not going to get anything out of that. You can't throw a bounce pass to the shooter. She didn't dribble it again. They thought it was a carry, but she didn't. She picked it up. I don't know. Sometimes we don't really know the rules in the stands. Like she definitely was going to be if she took another dribble. She didn't take another dribble. And we get a bucket, and then we just give one right back, and they just dribble right down through the middle. Megan Hughes for 3. It's left. Addie Wilcoxon tries to go get it. They run out. It's going to be a basket by number 11. That is Hubner. Smart play by her. 6 seconds to go. Megan Hughes for 3. It's off. Rebound down. Elena Snyder is good. No, I'm sorry. Macy. Is that Macy? So I'll take this break in between quarters. It is 25 to 45, 44 to 25 in favor of Petersburg. And I'm back as we get ready to go into the Thanksgiving break. Like I said, both teams have games tomorrow night. Here's the next 3 we have coming up. tomorrow night, as I said, in Hayworth. And then after the weekend, go to Macon Meridian on the 1st. And then the following weekend on the 6th, we go to Bushnell Prairie City. So head over that direction for a game with the Lady Spartans. Good hands there. Ooh, calls it out on them. Pretty sure that was out on us. Still early in the season, so it'd be nice to see us build on some stuff. Nice move by Macy. Misses her layup, gets a rebound, misses that. Rebound again by Macy. And Porta comes out of it. That's Vogel. That's Aubrey Vogel. She brings it up, tries to get into the lane. Going baseline, kicks it off to number 30. That is Reese Cookson. That's what I was going to say, but I wanted to check my paper before I said the wrong name. Cookson's going to check out. Number 11, Reagan Hubner's going to check in. I should reset who we have on the court for both teams. The Cougars obviously have Wilcoxon and Morrow in front of there. Got Hughes, Bacon, and Snyder. That one was a carry. Kirby Joe Bacon for 3. It's short. So number 3 is Vogel. That's Allison Vogel. Number 4 is Aubrey Vogel. Number 14 is Mackenzie Miller. Bryn Duncan is down here in the base, number 33. Now she's swinging to the other side. Kirby Joe for 3. It's short. Well, the 1-3-1, the wings have a job, and if they don't do that job, that's what happens. The wings have got to get, if you're on the opposite wing, you've got to be down there. And if you're not, that's what happens. 5:50 to go here. By 23, talking about carries. Morrow throws a pass behind Wilcoxon, who loses it. Duncan is not hustling back. I actually didn't want that call. She was on her way to the basket. Rather not have that foul call. She had got into the paint. Willis comes in for Morrow.
Keep playing, Brent. You're doing good.
Just Snyder misses the 3 from the right side. It's just a combination of, like I said at halftime, the rebounding and the poor shooting has got us. We're just out of position on defense too. Just out of position on defense, and they're doing a good job of picking it apart. They also, play zone on defense. When you play a defense yourself, it makes it easier because you know where you need to go to try to attack it. Because those are the things that you try to stop. Number 10, that is Riley Bensel, who comes in for number 4, Aubrey Vogel. Number 3, Allison Vogel hits the free throw. Just under 5 minutes to go, 51-25. Kick out to Megan. Megan for three. Meg hits it. Ball's in the hands of Hubner. Over here to Duncan in the corner to Miller. She bounces it out of bounds.
Go, Blue, get a stop.
Kick out to Kirby Joe. Wasn't a good pass, so she wasn't anything she could do with it. Swing it over here to Willis. Megan Hughes for three. That's off the corner of the backboard. Kirby Joe Bacon. Porta's going to call timeout. I'll take. And back, it will be Porta's basketball at the other end as they get ready to bring it up in a 51-28 game here in the Cougar Den on a Monday night, the last Monday night in November. Duncan kicks it. She's open for a second. And like I said, if you were at the beginning of the broadcast, it didn't take long for her to get a shot up. She's a good shooter. Done a pretty good job of keeping her in check tonight. Number 10. And that's the other reason why the game is what it is. That's Riley Bensel. They've shot very well, and we have not shot well at all. Megan Hughes drives baseline. Gets into the lane. Going to go up. Gets it blocked from behind. And it's going to be out on Meg as she tried to hustle to get it. Central stays 1-3-1. Good job, Macy Willis. Get a foot on it. Number 1, that's Avery Sargent. She's in. Number 2, that's Jaylee Williams. She's in. Number 52, that's Carly Breedlove. Under the basket, or not under the basket, in the lane. Duncan drives, kicks in the corner to number 2, Williams. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Morrow's back in. Tipped away. Megan Hughes goes up, and they call a foul on that. That's one thing that the girls, like for us, is the girls can't get too frustrated. We've got a long season. Tonight you just didn't shoot the ball well enough. I don't know if you even shot the ball better, you were going to get a win tonight. But the score definitely wouldn't be as lopsided as it is. The thing that some people don't understand when you look at a team that has 7 girls on it is you can't practice. It's so hard to work on stuff in practice. So, and again, if you're listening to this at home, you're like, well, you're just making an excuse. Well, okay, but stop and think. If you can't practice in terms of like working on things 5-on-5, it makes it a lot harder to then improve at whatever those things that you're trying to do are, especially like when I mentioned earlier about being where you're supposed to be defensively. So that's one of the things that when I say it's a long season, we got to stay positive and work as best we can on those things that we need to, do to get better. Need to get a little bit more movement. Macy makes a nice move to try to get that shot off, misses it. She checks in for Addie Wilcoxon. Foul there. It was a nice conversation I had with Coach Snap before the game. It was good that he and I remember having a good conversation last year when he was up here. Our girls will play each other again later in the season. It'll be in Petersburg. But had a good conversation with him earlier. When you're a coach, you always look forward to seeing those people that you, the ones that you have a good conversation with, and I think that's one of the things about coaching that I always enjoyed was the opportunity to those relationships you made with other coaches that you could visit with, talk back. Not just always talking basketball. You're talking other things as well. So free throws are good. Illini Central cuts it to 20 with a minute and 20 to go. Skip pass from Williams was over the head of number 10, Riley Bensel. Good idea by Meg, just the execution. And it was kind of some, Macy has to give her an angle to pass to, too. It's a 20-point game, and we're talking about the officials. It's always good. Kick out. Megan Hughes, 3. And that'll be the game, 53-36 in favor of the PORTA AC Lady Blue Jays. Like I said, they'll be back on the road tomorrow night as they go to West Central to take on a tough West Central team who's 2-0 from what I saw on Max Preps. Like I was saying, too, and I never really got back to it. We go to Hayworth with a record of 1-1 now. Let's see what Hayworth's done so far. Remember them beat us here last year. They're 3-0 to start the season. They beat Urbana University 62-7, so I don't know anything much about that game. And then Warrensburg Latham, they won that game 56-28, and then beat Cerro Gordo Bement 67-14. So one of those games was at home. The other two were on the road. So girls look like they'll have somebody that's playing pretty well when they get to Hayworth tomorrow. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. It was nice to get a chance to honor Megan before the game, even though she broke the record, or not broke a record, but actually joined the 1,000-point club last Monday night, or last Thursday night. Next broadcast will be a couple weeks. I got to looking. We don't have any home games. The boys are on the road for quite a while, and the girls are on the road for the next week and change too. So thanks for tuning in. We appreciate the support. I forgot to do this. Probably not anybody left on the broadcast, but YouTube, subscribe. You'll know when we're going. Like it, because hopefully it was worth listening to or watching. And thanks for staying with me. Have a great Thanksgiving. A lot of things to be thankful for.